Sunday. I hope I'll finally have a nice, relaxing day off.
I see no reason why this wouldn't be relaxing.
Though, with these 3 big cats around, I doubt they'll leave me alone. Just like real cats.
Lyle, how about we go shopping today?
His fucking face. I'm gonna die. I'm so sorry, Senpai.
Lyle, do you not want to fulfill my request?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh. And we know he's so intense he doesn't need to say anything. Man, I just woke up and they're already onto me. How do things turn out like this? Okay. So what should we do today? Should we hang out with Tiger? Should we hang out with Senpai? Or should we stay at home?
What did Tiger want to do again? He wanted to go appliance shopping.
I thought he wanted to go to like a bookshop or something.
Yeah, bookshop and appliance shopping. I wanna go appliance shopping.
You want to go with Tiger? Okay. Oh God, I'm just thinking of Senpai's face, just like me, with that little tear coming out of his eye. It's so sad. But we're gonna do what you want to do. Let's hang out with Tiger. All right then, Tiger, let's go.
Yes. William, you haven't even gone out with me.
Well, I don't really like shopping to begin with. There's nothing I want to buy, and it's just gonna time me out. Sorry.
You won't know until you try. Leave the old man alone and let's get out. What a sore loser.
Oh God.
Say that again. Let me at him. Let
me at him. Yeah, he's very scrappy too.
All right, Lyle. Have a great day with yourself.
That's a great insult. Senpai trudges over and sits in the corner of the room in a fit of pique. Peek, pie, full stop, grumpily poking at his phone. Senpai breaks his phone and then we have to buy him a phone. I kind of feel bad for making him feel like this, but I'd really rather hang out with Tiger. I'll think of a way to make it up to him later. Oh, shall we? Yeah. Anyway, Tiger, what kind of appliance store were you thinking about?
The sexual kind.
I see.
Whatever. Some store with plenty of
devices.
Amazing things like laptops or smartphones or anything that vibrates, really. They're such intricate devices. Your computer used to amaze me. But once I got a close look at your phone, I could not begin to imagine the possibilities. Mm-hmm. That much smut on that small screen. It's such a convenient, wonderful device.
Oh, how forward-thinking of you. Well,
I've been reading the mail online. It's great.
I already knew that before I even knew you existed. It was in my history and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I've submitted some letters to them. Would you like to read?
Be quiet. Well, going to an appliance store wouldn't make much sense. You wouldn't even find a laptop there.
Then where would one find some?
I wonder if Tiger really wants his own laptop so he can look at his own porn.
Of course.
I'll tell you along the way. We should get going. Okay. Ooh, different background. Oh, yes, that's true.
I was about to say, this is missing.
This was missing a very important element. The department store is pretty far away from my apartment, so we catch a bus there with Tiger. There's a supermarket, a bookstore, several specially good stores, and a food court here.
What? I love specially good stores.
I love special. I love them too. We should definitely go to the food court to get something good later. Oh my God, he's so big. Look at how much bigger he is than the fucking shelves.
What's this? Is this an appliance store?
His face. Oh, we just walked in the door of the centre itself. Clothes and expensive bags cover the shelves around us. There are clearly no appliances in sight. Look at all these appliances. Not exactly. This is a department store. There are places here which sells appliances, smartphones, laptops, and heaps of electronics. It's a handy place with everything you could need.
Department store. Well, I've heard of them before. So this is what one of them is like.
I mean, they don't all look the same. Anyway, let's go to the supermarket. As we head into the supermarket, we see lots of goods and produce on sale. Tiger wanders around intrigued.
These ones are quite similar to the sacrifices I receive. It's quite the display.
He points towards a pile of bulk goods.
But the presentation is lacking. Piling them up like this cheapens them.
That's just because they're bulk packs. Doesn't make them cheap.
It's not that I'm questioning the generosity of my worshippers. It just stood out to me.
He's got an eye for detail. Tiger tilts his head in thought as we walk further through the department store. When we get around to the electronics section, he's clearly engrossed by the devices laid out before him.
These are all laptops?
He begins to inspect all the different laptops and tablets. You can even see some of the newish convertible devices on display. To be honest, I'm not fully up to date on computers, so I go and try them out with him. Every now and then, Tiger picks up one of the laptops for a closer look, leaving a copy of the laptop sitting there on the table. It's really strange. Tiger, I wanted to ask you this before. So, since you're holding that laptop right now, can you use it? Oh.
Using the laptop? Oh, impossible. I can only touch the chi of the object. I can't affect the current or whatever is inside.
Okay.
If I had to, I could possibly use my powers to turn on the power switch. Even then, I still won't be able to use it.
Why are we here? What do you mean by powers?
Well, it is possible to move objects, but just isn't much precision, meaning typing would be difficult.
How exactly can you protect me? I really would love to know.
Just not with precision.
No, not with precision.
Manipulating a smartphone is beyond me. I have no idea how to use that touchscreen thing.
I'm not that great with this stuff, but I sort of remember touchscreens work off static electricity or something, I think. In that case, it makes sense why he couldn't use them. So, if you can hit a keyboard, at the very least you could move a mouse, right? So with that, couldn't you use a computer anyway?
Indeed, but since I can talk to you, asking you to do my bidding is much easier, is it not?
Oh, you're
Now,
bidding.
how do you put dirty images on these?
We are not bidding on those images yet. So you don't want to try it by yourself?
A computer? Well, to be honest, I am more interested in using a smartphone. Alas, I cannot.
Alas.
Alas. As it is, it's exhausting to use my powers to just operate a computer. It's not worth the hassle.
So you won't use a computer because you'd get too tired.
Yes, I want a toaster. Simply put, yes.
But if you can't use them anyway... Tiger is currently comparing the differences between two tablets because he's just like my dad. If you can't use them, why are you so interested in them?
That's how people communicate these days. Even you, and especially that kitten.
Don't call me kitten from a million miles away.
It's like, I want to know more about them.
That's true. So does watching us use our phones help at all?
No! I'm not sure. I usually can't make sense of it. Although looking at all the technology here, I'm curious, what are the differences between each one?
Well, let's see here. I try to explain the specifics to him as best I can. I'm really not enough of a techie to explain the details. I basically end up just repeating the information on the product cards. As you'd expect, it doesn't help much because I already read them. Eventually, I just explained to him that they're machines and people communicate using software downloaded into
You
them.
can get dirty images on all of these? Oh, so it's software on the phone.
Well, everything I look at is pretty soft, so yeah. Soft, plush, fluffy. I'm into all of that.
Okay, let's not. It's quite embarrassing. I get that. I'm just under stress. Okay, well, let's see what you have on yours.
Can I refuse your request?
No.
I think I just listed what's on mine.
Whatever you have to hide doesn't matter. After all, I've seen everything to begin with.
You're right. I mean, I might as well just show you my asshole right now, right? In public.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I didn't know
You
about
do
it
shit in the
before.
corner.
It's true. There's really embarrassing stuff on there, you know. If you do this to me, I'd just feel like a parent checking their kid's diary. How shameful of you.
What's there to be shameful of? Well, fine. Just tell me the operating procedures of your software.
He
And
just
all your passwords, your bank details.
He just wants to hack all my stuff.
Your first pet's name.
Let me think for a second. You are my first pet. If you use my phone,
Meow.
yeah, he'll probably be able to see some of my chat history. Yeah, all my naughty chats. Maybe if I can distract him. Wait, we're in the smartphone section. There's literally dozens of phones to use here. I mentally congratulate myself for my ingenious plan and go to use a display model for my demonstration. Firstly, did you know that smartphones generally have one of two types of operating system? Each type can run on different software from each other. Let me show you. In the process of introducing him to the operating systems of various phones, I also walk him through some of the basic software, though I regularly use all this stuff. All this information is new to him, who totally didn't understand how it worked until now. We end up trying a lot of phones. A clerk notices me and comes over to introduce some products. Since we're not here to buy anything, and it looks like I'm talking to myself, I look like I'm insane. I have to decline their help and leave, even though Tiger wants to stay. He probably understands that I can't talk to him with a clerk watching us. For me, it's a perfectly good opportunity to change the subject. With relief, we head into the appliance section. Thank God I don't have to explain anymore. It's exactly the same place. Fortunately, Tiger has also stopped talking about
Just
phones.
turned around.
Yeah, for now, and focuses on all the appliances around him. You can tell he enjoys just looking around here. He ends up asking me what each one was for when he didn't recognise them. I end up having to explain kettles, heaters, even air multiplier fans. Luckily, I already know about all of this stuff.
What is this cylinder-shaped container for?
Oh God, what is it for? It's called a water boiler. It heats up and boils water. Once the water boils, it turns off.
What is this? It appears to have a lot of lights.
That's a heater. The lights produce heat when it's turned on. It's able to keep the room warm even when it's cold outside. It's useful in winter, but I can't afford the electricity to run one.
I agree, it sounds very useful. Well, with this, you wouldn't catch a cold, would you, Lio?
No need to worry about me. I have enough clothes to keep me warm.
I understand. What is this strange circle for?
It's called an air multiplier fan. I don't really understand how it works.
A fan? What principle lets it produce wind without blades?
He looked really angry when he said that.
like-
I don't quite know. It pushes wind inside the ring to produce wind, I think. They don't need to be round either. See, that one's a rectangle. Honestly, I don't think it's much better than a normal fan.
How amazing.
Grrr!
What about this one?
Honestly, I thought he'd be more surprised to find out it was a fan. That's an induction cooktop. Oh my God, this is a very important moment in this story. So, we're getting right to it.
A cooktop.
Oh my God.
So you're telling me you can cook with this?
I know it looks really different from a stove, but yes, you can cook with this. It's powered by electricity, so you don't need fuel and it can be much smaller. See, if you put a pot on top of one of the circles, it heats up. He moves round to look at the induction cooker from a variety of angles, clearly intrigued by it. Look at his... Oh,
See,
God.
could you make a stir fry? A
stir fry?
A stir fry.
Stir fry. This one's probably not big enough. Oh, you can totally make a stir fry on a little thing.
Yeah, you can make a stir fry on anything.
Yeah. You could make a stir fry if you stare angrily enough at a pot of stuff for a long time.
You're just not stirring
You're
enough.
not just frying enough. You could boil some food though. Really, I don't know if it could do a stir fry or not. It's not like I've used one before. Maybe it might be possible.
So, if it's only able to cook boiled food, why not just use a gas stove?
Because gas stoves are an inconvenience to use. For example, I don't have a kitchen in my apartment, but I can make a hot pot at home with this stove as long as meat and vegetables are prepared. Therefore, it's more convenient.
Have a hot pot at home.
That's what I said. He nods.
I like to repeat things.
Oh, good. He nods his head in agreement.
Let's buy one.
It's way too expensive.
Really? Hey, let me take a look. That's quite acceptable. It's far cheaper than all of those smartphones.
Of course it would be.
But the phones are much smaller.
It doesn't work quite like that. Heaps of small things can cost more than larger projects because they're harder to make. I mean, not everything is like that, but you get the idea. I don't want to buy one anyway.
Do you not enjoy hot pots, Lio?
That's not what I mean. Wait, it doesn't even matter to you. Even if I made a hot pot, you couldn't eat it.
No matter what you presented to me as a sacrifice, I would eat it. I've never had a hot pot before.
He just wants to eat.
Lio.
Yeah.
Would you like to be my hot pot?
That doesn't mean I need to cook one for you.
Oh, Lio, my little hot pot.
Yes. Why do you even want one if you've never had one before?
Your family used to have it for dinner. I've been eager to taste one for myself for some time.
God. So you saw it back home, I guess that makes sense. But why not eat it back when we had it for dinner?
If it's not provided as an offering to me, I can't eat it. A god shouldn't steal food from humans now, should they?
I mean, it's not like anyone would notice you eating the chi.
That's not the issue. There is no way a god would consume food that hasn't been provided to him as an offering. Otherwise, we'd be no better than aborigines.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I know, Lyle. I'm not mad. I just believe you need to have more respect for the gods.
Yeah, because you've respected me so much.
Be sure to never say, and cultures, don't forget cultures. Be sure never to say that to another god, okay? It's not okay, that's our word.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind. I'm very sorry.
I'm glad to hear. Since you're such a good boy, how about you buy that induction cooktop for me as an apology? What a good boy.
Wow. Well, I can't. My budget is tight as it is
That's not
this
the
month.
only. Oh, it's fine. I was just kidding. Now, what's next?
You were not just kidding. There was a whole illustration.
I was kidding.
A whole illustration to demonstrate how serious you were. Just to make sure, I move my pencil to the next question and look at him. First, I circle A and Leopard nods. Oh my god, the hell? He knows the answers?